So here's his car, and he got hit by a drunk driver, and he spent first 2 months of the locking stage in the hospital. 2 months, guys. Today I'm going to be rating my subscribers' dreadlocks. It's from 1 all the way to 10, and once we find our first 10, the video ends. Alright, right out the gate, we have some solid locks right here in 2-strand twist. These are nice. Alright, we're going to be doing rapid fire ratings here, guys. And comment down your ratings down below as well. I like 2-strand twist. I'm going with an 8.5 to start off. We're starting high. Oh, here we go. We got some freeform like dreadlocks right here. Looks like he has a little bit of a taper fade. I like the look of the locks. They remind me of my first set of locks. He has about a 4B or maybe a 4A hair type. I'm gonna give them a 7. It's like pretty cool too. He says trust the process, and that's one of the things you got to do in the beginning stages. You have to be able to trust the process. It's really important, even though they look really good. I'm gonna put these at a 7.6. I think it's a solid rating. Here we go. These aren't quite locked up yet. He has them in the 2-strand twist in order to get them to lock, which is actually a really great hairstyle to do if you plan on getting dreadlocks with the 4B or the 4C hair type. Here we go. These are a little bit longer. Looks like he has a high top fade. They're pretty thick, but it doesn't look like he has a whole lot of locks. Very interesting. Now these look really cool. Look, you got the half blonde, half turquoise. That's sharp, man. It's like really colorful. I think for the colors, even though I'm not a huge fan of dyed dreadlocks, okay? Just because I wouldn't dye my hair personally. I've done it before, but now with this set of locks, I just want to keep it 100% natural. But I like the color, and I like the color combination. That's a big thing for me. I like the way colors look like. I want it to look like a slushy or something like that. I'll put these at I'll give them a 7.2, you know? And here we go. We got a solid 2-strand twist. We got some block sections. We're gonna rate it down to the T. Look at these sections. They're a little interesting because if you look, they kind of are like going in a weird direction. So you're not gonna get like a solid middle part with these, and that's completely fine. Some people don't want a middle part, but they're kind of sectioned a little like different, okay? I'm gonna give these 8, just an 8 even, just because I like the 2-strand twist and it looks good. Here we go, some straight hair locks, and they look good, guys. I appreciate straight hair locks. Everyone out there who has straight hair and you want to get locks, I appreciate it. I'm not one of those people that say, yo, straight hair people can't have locks. I'm the lock police. I'm not one of those guys. But I like these, man. A little frizzy down at the roots, but that's to be expected, especially with straight hair locks. I'm gonna give these a flat 8.1. I'm gonna do 8.1. I was gonna do a flat 8, but 8.1 because everything else looks really well maintained. Here we go, another set of straight hair locks, and I feel like a lot of people who share photos on here have straight hair locks, which is actually really cool. Little bit hard to see. They're not fully locked up. They look like they're just twisted. And with straight hair, I would highly recommend using a crochet hook or interlocking. I would actually recommend doing a combination of both, but majority of it would be crochet hooking. And I would highly recommend just getting in with the crochet hook and instantly locking it up because it's going to speed up the process. Your hair is going to be locked up instantly, and you know, I have to deal with frizzy hair, frizzy tips, and it's just gonna look a whole lot better. I'm gonna give these a 6.2 because they're not locked up. This is really cool. I don't know if you guys seen on my main channel when I gave that guy 500 locks. This looks pretty close to 500 locks right here. That's a lot of dreadlocks. Those are micro locks, and to see them with this short of hair, that's really cool, I gotta say. But what would I rate these? I think for time and effort, I want to see more photos of this. Actually, I would like to see his hair in different angles and certain things like that, better quality, because this is really cool. I've never seen it like this. Because of how intense his locks look, I gotta give these like I'm gonna do a 9, just 9 even, 9 club. It looks, some of y'all probably won't agree with me, but if you agree, it's okay. Here we go. We got some locks that are nearly a year old. Hardly see them, not a whole lot of growth, and that's a thing about a 4C or a 4B hair type or anything in the 4 range, that it doesn't look like it grows that much, and that's to be expected. If you have the 4 range hair type, you know, 4A, 4B, or 4C, expect for your hair to not grow as fast. And of course it's growing at about the same pace as other people, but your hair just has a tighter curl pattern, which makes it appear shorter. But I'll give these a 7 even. Oh, these are nice. I like the way these look. They're very puffy. This is actually one of my favorite stages of locks because it's what a lot of people like to call the ugly stage. I personally don't call it that. I call it the locking process. And the reason I like this stage so much is because it's the time when you have to spend the most amount of time and effort on your locks. And that just allows you to enjoy the journey a whole lot more versus, like, for me right now, like, I hardly do anything to my locks, and that just comes with the territory. This is one of my favorite stages, although it's not completely locked up. So I'm gonna give these a 7.2. Now this guy actually has a really cool story and I wanted to share it with you guys. So here's his car, and he got hit by a drunk driver, and he spent first 2 months of the locking stage in the hospital. 2 months, guys. And his goal was to have a natural freeform look, and he said because his nurse said he looked rough, so she helped him twist the back of his hair. And that's just so cool, man. But look at these images, and what's really cool is, like, once you look at this, you see his hair, and then he has a photo of him a little bit after the accident. This is 1 year after the accident. Like, bro, that looks so cool. And like, what a story, man. That's so cool. He's obviously going for the freeform look, so we have to keep that into consideration. And I think he's accomplished his look for sure. That's 1 year after. His hair looks a little bit more developed here, and it looks like he's just allowing it to kind of do its own thing. It almost looks like he might have trimmed it, but I'm not sure. I'll give these I'm gonna say a 8.3. I like them, bro. They're nice. I like semi-freeform. It's one of my favorites because that's how I started my first set of locks. All right, it says this girl just resectioned the back, so they're a bit puffy. Any suggestions on the overall hair? They look really good. It almost looks like he started out with 2-strand twist, but yeah, they're gonna develop really nicely, especially over time. His hair's a little bit shorter, so it does need a little bit more time to mature and actually get a little bit more compressed. But overall, I think it's gonna turn out really great. I like how he has a full head of dreads. That's my favorite now because I have a full set of dreads. I don't know, but it still needs a little bit more time. I'm gonna say a 7.5. Okay, look at this process right here. He's about to hit a year and 4 months. So this is the beginning. Looked like he started out with about 2 to 4 inches of hair. Yo, this is gonna be a cool process. Here we go, 2 to 4 inches. Dang, I think that's right after the retwist. Looks solid. Okay, next one. Bro, look at that progress. Okay, and the next one I think is the final one. Dang, bro, his hair looks nice. Because of the progress, I'm gonna give him an 8.2. I like the progress. I'm excited to see what his hair looks like right after the retwist, so make sure to share that on the Discord. Oh, here we go. These look pretty. They look pretty fuego. Let's give him a flame emoji. Boom. All right. I don't know if these are a 10, but they look really cool. They remind me of, what's that one guy's name? Lil Durk, because he has the bleached dreadlocks and the 2-strand twist. His sections are really nice. They look pretty organic, just like Lil Durk's as well. They do resemble his a lot. I feel like that's probably his inspiration. They look good. I don't know if they're worth a 10 though. Sometimes I just like to find something that's unique that I haven't seen, and that's my 10. So I'm gonna give these a 8.9, almost a 9 club. This is crazy. All right, call me crazy, but this is my 10, guys. This is my 10. You guys let me know in the comment section down below. This is pretty interesting. He looks like he has triangle sections, and they're long triangles. And actually, now that I'm looking at it, I want to see some more pictures from this guy. His name's Fazos. Yo, share some more pictures because this kind of goes crazy. It looks like they started out right here and then got all these triangle sections, and then it doesn't look like the rest are triangles. They look like they're just squares. That's very interesting. Pretty cool, man. I think it's very unique, and I think it deserves a 10. So that's a 10 for me. But you can comment down below who you think had the best dreadlocks in today's video. And if you want me to rate your dreadlocks, make sure to join the Discord server, which is linked down below. And don't forget, if you have or want dreadlocks, you're gonna need products. So make sure to click the link down below and go to greatlocks.com to pick up the products you need. The locking bundle is perfect for maintaining your roots and also maintaining any frizz that you may have. And also if you need to blunt off the tips of your dreadlocks. Maintain your locks by retwisting. I would highly recommend the Greatlocs Maximum Hold Locking Gel. And if you want to take it a step further and actually become a loctician and do other people's locks and get paid for it, you can join one of the classes that are linked down below as well. I'll see you guys in the next video. Peace.